Welcome to Pangaia Institute. Hello and welcome to today's video on organic farming. The term organic farming means cultivation of the land while considering all the organisms in a particular ecosystem, ensuring that each organism gets what it needs. Organic farming does not use any pesticides, herbicides, or other similar techniques designed to destroy animals or plants. Our responsibility and concern are to maintain natural balance. Organic matter is the foundation of organic bionic method, and is part of the soil that forms through the breakdown of animal and plant remains, cells, tissues, and microorganisms. It is a dynamic, changing source that reflects the balance between added organic matter and the loss of already present organic matter in the soil. Cultivation or grazing can reduce the amount of organic matter in the soil up to 60% in just a few years. Erosion also washes away the organic-rich upper layers. By properly treating the soil, we mix the organic-rich top layer with the poorer bottom layer, breaking down the structural aggregates of the soil, and thus exposing previously protected organic matter to the increased activity of microorganisms. To maintain optimal organic matter in the soil, we must adapt the addition to the loss. By increasing the production of plant biomass, we increase the intake of organic matter and compensate for the continuous loss of it through decomposition. Reducing the amount of organic matter in the soil leads to a lack of essential plant nutrients such as nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, etc., which causes reduced plant production. A decrease in plant production leads to a lack of organic matter necessary for the development of soil organisms. This in turn, further reduces production. The choice of plant species is also essential based on how long the microorganisms decompose their residues. Plants rich in nitrogen decompose faster than those rich in lignin. Green manure refers to plant cultures that we grow in crop rotation and mechanically incorporate into the soil to increase the amount of organic matter before sowing the next crop. For example, when a certain culture follows clover culture incorporated into the soil, less nitrogen needs to be added since clover binds atmospheric nitrogen in its roots. The type of green manure we will use must be selected very carefully based on costs or adaptation to growing conditions. The most suitable cultures are those that do not require irrigation. And we can choose between winter and non-winter, annual or perennial cultures, depending on the situation that suits us better. To enrich the soil faster, we incorporate into the soil rather young cultures of green manure, which also decompose faster. It is also advisable to leave the areas to natural overgrowth in combination with green manure. Grasses and weeds produce a larger root mass, which represents an additional source of organic biomass in the soil. In addition, wild plants have a healing effect on the soil. Animal manure and compost are common additions to increase soil nutrients. Compost is undoubtedly a better choice as it improves the physical, chemical, and biological properties of the soil. By composting biological waste, we convert organic matter into a stable, well-balanced mixture that releases nutrients slowly over time. Animal manure, on the other hand, can increase the risk of nutrient overload and should be used in moderate amounts. Remember that the main principle is to take care of the soil, so it can take care of us in return. This concludes today's video on natural farming. Thank you for watching.